Hello and welcome to another episode of Q&A Tuesday. It's James here, your go-to solar expert, here to guide you step by step through all your solar options. I know there's a lot of misconception and misinformation about solar, and my goal is to educate homeowners just like you so you can make the best decision for your particular situation. Today's question is from Michael, and his question is, "Hi James, thanks for taking my question. Can you please explain the main differences between a power purchase agreement, also known as a PPA, versus the lease option?" So there's actually only two main components that differentiates the power purchase agreement and the lease options apart from one another, and that's what I'm going to be going over or focusing on this video. Before I answer your question, I just want to go over briefly the misconception about the PPA option. I think it's definitely one of the most important things that you need to know about the PPA, and it's that it's a lease option, right? So I hear this a lot with homeowners, and I hate for anyone, even you, to get screwed over because either one, it wasn't explained to them correctly, or two, they're just flat out misinformed by the solar consultant. That's definitely not cool. So the first differentiating factor between the PPA and the lease option is the ability to purchase the system. So if you decide to go with a PPA option, you have the ability to purchase the system at the end of the contract for the fair market value, but you don't have that with the lease. But also keep in mind that with a PPA, you don't automatically own the system at the end of the contract. So that's one big misconception as well. So for example, it's just like leasing a car. You use the car for 2-3 years or whatever the term may be that you negotiated with the dealership, and after that term you either return the car to the dealership or you can purchase the car at the fair market value at that time. So hopefully that analogy helps a bit, makes it a little more clear for you. And I think that's the most important thing that you need to remember about the PPA option. So that's basically one of the two differentiating factor between the two options. So the second differentiating factor between the lease and the solar PPA option is the solar production. The solar production basically is the total amount of energy that's produced by the solar system within either a month or a year. So as far as the PPA option, it doesn't have a production guarantee, and the lease option does. So what I mean by that is, if you're on a PPA option and your system is designed to produce 1,000 kilowatt hour in a month, and your system only produces 500 kilowatt hour for that month, on the PPA, you only have to pay the solar company for the 500 kilowatt hour that the system produced. So basically, if you're on a PPA, you're only paying for the energy that the system produces. As far as the lease option, there's a production guarantee. So meaning that if your system is designed to produce 1,000 kilowatt hour and your system only produces 500 kilowatt hour, the solar company will owe you the less amount of energy that the system underproduced. So which is pretty much the remaining 500 kilowatt hour. So that's basically the second differentiating factor between the PPA and the lease option. And as far as the rates and the warranty and the term of the contract, they're basically going to be the same for both the PPA or the lease option. So that concludes this episode of Q&A Tuesday. Michael, hopefully I was able to answer your questions. I would definitely love to hear from the rest of you guys. Please submit your questions below and I'll answer them on one of my Q&A Tuesday episodes. But before you guys take off, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you guys can get all of my updated videos as they come out. Along with these videos, I also release weekly energy saving tips that you can implement to save you even more money on your energy bill. And if you guys want to dive in deeper to learn about all your solar options, or you guys just have questions, please be sure to visit my website at www.jamesthesolarexpert.com. And while you're there, please be sure to sign up for a free personalized solar quote so you know exactly how much money you can save if you install solar on your home. I look forward to connecting with you soon. Goodbye for now.